Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog.
Hey everybody, it's the coach.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead between the Los Angeles Rams and the Baltimore Ravens. Shedding the tackle. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year. Led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
I don't know what you were seeing on that play, but it felt to me like I wasn't watching a football field. I was watching a boxing ring. He was bobbing and weaving and trying to make sure he kept the play alive. Just didn't turn out well for him in the end.
Impressive that he stayed in the pocket while avoiding those couple of would-be tacklers, but eventually goes down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He'll run it. Touchdown, Ravens.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, it made it pay off.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goff, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From the red zone now, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Goff throwing again, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From a yard out, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
Charles, as the Ravens offense comes back out here, you know, this Ravens crew, the win against New England was impressive. And then a 5th straight win in Week 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. He won't go down. Look at the big man rumble. 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he's going to go down again. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, here's Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Well, they go with a tight end carry. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here's Thomas. We have hit halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. As you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the 3rd quarter. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. On first down, it's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2. 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's gone. Now they go screen. It's complete. They find some open field here. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff, Jalen Ferguson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. The play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. It's a foot race. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies him.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. Brandon Cooks. He gets it to Cooks. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jalen Ferguson getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now, that'll be caught by Cup. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. There's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 30. take this back down to about the 2-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. Now he opts for the spin. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson now being chased out left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Perhaps one more stop could do it for this defense. They'll head out here with a 2-score lead in tow in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14. Perhaps one more stop could do it for this defense. They'll head out here with a 2-score lead in tow in this 4th quarter. Now gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. A shotgun snap for Goff. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Start of the drive here, 4th quarter, and this defense looking for a stop. On 1st down, gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Cooks now in his 2nd season with the Rams. He's had 4 straight years over 1,000 yards. He had 2 with the Saints, 1 with New England, and then he went over 1,000 again last year with the Rams. 80 catches, 1,204 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now they got to get to the line. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop in enemy territory. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
On my bed.